Third time's the charm?
Yes. Hello!
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome
To Salacious Sips.
a Drinky Book Club.
I'm Laurel.
I'm Christina,
And I'm Claire.
and we're tired. Again.
Always.
Look, shit's been going down. My mental health has been fucked up for a month.
Everything's on fucking fire.
I'm gearing up at work.
Yes. So things have been wonky.
Yeah.
We will warn everybody, this is going to be our last episode for a minute.
Just because we need to take a little break for the season, and we'll get back to it after the new year.
Yes, life is going to get real busy for all of us in the coming months, between work and lots of trips.
Yeah, between now and February is just...
It's insanity.
Crazy.
Wild.
So we'll still be around. We just won't be dropping episodes.
We'll be reading and getting ourselves ready, though.
We will post on a blog that we will start, where any books that we probably won't be covering on our podcast, on our episodes, movies as well, or TV shows, anything romancy.
And hopefully some fun memes.
Yes, on the blog we will be sharing, or on our social media. But the blog will be, I can't remember what we named it.
It'll be more active.
Yeah, it'll be writing and our reviews and ratings and what we think of certain books. It's on our webpage. We'll post links and shit. Love scenes and liquor dreams.
Ooh.
So, as we finish books that we decide we don't want to cover on the podcast, or just as we finish books, we'll be posting. And we want you guys to comment, have discussions. Maybe we'll figure out a way to do a discussion board or something. I don't know. That's a lot of brain power none of us have at the moment. So just be on the lookout. The first blog post, once it goes up, we'll share it on our socials.
Yep.
And today we're just going to cover what, if anything, we have read
What we've been reading, right?
in the
lately.
last however much time. But first, maybe we should talk about what we're drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, we should.
Okay, so today is Margarita Day.
Mm-hmm.
We have our tequila, which is the fancy extra añejo version of the Coralejo that we talked about last time, which was the Magnum bottle Reposado. But now we have the extra añejo that is fantastic.
It's excellent. And relatively inexpensive for an extra añejo. It's hard to get an extra añejo for under $100.
Yes, it really is. Age 3 years. It's Coralejo. They're a really great brand. We'll share links and stuff. But everything we've said about the original Coralejo, the Repo, it applies here, except better.
Yeah.
It was definitely the best margarita I've ever had.
Yeah. This is my mixing.
Yes.
This is my mixing tequila.
So I let Claire mix my drink because...
Yes, because I'm not allowed to mix anybody's drink.
No, because
No.
when Stina does it, it's like with people in their vermouth. There's a splash of mixer in it. Maybe. For a little bit of color, possibly.
Mm-hmm. It's color and flavor.
Yeah.
Just a touch.
Christina's not allowed to make the drinks or
No.
order the drinks.
Or put in the sparkles in the drinks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's
That I will abide by, because that was torrid.
Good.
An eighth of a teaspoon of sparkles. That sounds right.
Not
Not enough sparkles. Let's keep going.
The mixer is what Claire brought.
It
and
is.
it's Claire's go-to mixer. I remember
Right.
one of our random ass trips to... That was our trip to Connecticut. We went through most
Oh,
of the
that's
mixer
right.
and the entire bottle of tequila that
That's
night.
right. That was such a tragic trip.
It was.
But anyway, it's the Tres Agaves Classic Lime Margarita Mix. It is organic. I like this margarita mix because it uses agave as its sweetener. A lot of the other ones use artificial sugar in it. Artificial sugar, for whatever reason, I'm getting up there. I'm more proximal to 40 than I'd like to admit at this juncture. And
Same.
if I drink the margarita mix with the real sugar in it, it just gets sick. It gives me heartburn.
Yeah.
Well, so...
And to make your own real margarita, sweet and sour mix is a lot of fucking work.
It is.
Yes, I've done it. So
Mr. Laurel likes to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm
just for everyone listening out there, if you're wondering why your hangovers are horrible after the fruity
Yep.
sweet cocktails, it's because of the sugar.
Yes.
The reason tequila and like anything with agave are less likely to give you hangovers is because it is a low glycemic index.
Yep.
Sweetener. And agave is low, and tequila, is a low glycemic alcohol. So both of these things, because of that, are processed a little differently in your body. So if you drink it straight, like I do, tequila doesn't really give you a hangover. If you drink the good stuff.
Yep.
If you drink the swill that's like flavored vodka, I'm sorry, you're shit out of luck.
Yep.
But this margarita mix is excellent because it is made with agave.
It is.
And when I make my own margarita mix and like make everything from scratch, I use agave.
Yep.
It seems very well balanced. It's not like overly sweet, so I appreciate that.
No, and they have a Paloma mix that I like too.
They also have a mango habanero.
They do.
That is very good.
That Christina likes.
But I try not to use mix a lot because it takes too long to go through that it goes bad before I have the time to finish it because of how I make my drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually buy the small bottles of the Trace agaves because you can get them in like a little 4-pack and it comes with like these little mini bottles.
That'd
and like
be better.
That works great for me because like but it's only like $6 or $7 for like a bottle of it, so like it's really not that bad, right?
But if
like,
you don't go through it fast enough,
I
it's
hate
in
to
your
waste
fridge
it,
for
but I
like
almost never go through it fast enough either.
Right? But yeah, it's good. I'm gonna try to be responsible because yay depression.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
Good.
Well, it's been something I've dealt with since I was a teenager, so at this point, I know how to cope and manage without any issues.
Yeah.
And thank God for my psychiatrist and my therapist, who have got me on the right regimen and stuff.
Yeah.
To where, like, if I really needed to, I could probably reach out and get more stuff for my meds.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to do that until wintertime when seasonal effectiveness really hits. Because that's when it'll be necessary. And right now it's more of I'll just learn I can live with it and manage it. And yay for Emotional Support Sushi.
Yes.
Yay!
We've been fighting a little burnout. Christine and I were texting each other the other night. We both ordered Emotional Support Sushi.
Without coordinating
whatsoever. She just texted me a picture of her sushi. And like
Claire
my DoorDash was on the way.
Claire might have brought me some emotional support wine too.
Yeah.
And then we're all just like, well, we're going into the fall season, which is always like, work has been just super wild. I had a really wild summer.
Yes.
I've got a really wild winter coming up. Like,
I'm going to be out of the country for nearly 3 weeks.
yeah, lucky.
I know.
Yes, but I'm traveling with Dougie.
Fair, but I wonder.
I love him to bits, let's be real. He is horrendous at traveling.
Why?
He bitches the entire flight. And, like, I get it. Flying these days sucks, and flying overseas is hard, and it's not something he does regularly.
It's just a long time to be cooped up.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's okay.
Yeah, and for him especially, it's sitting in the plane for that long.
Oh, yeah.
And so, what I always try to do is, as long as we're near each other, like in the aisle seats, I don't have to sit next to him on the flight.
Yeah.
Like we can be
You can lean on each other to sleep though.
But if we like want to just be able to talk to each other,
oh yeah,
I'd rather both of us have aisle seats and have room to like get up and like at least stretch our legs a little bit and like loosen up, than to be like squished together, and that way we get room.
That's what happened on our last flight. Your niece was stuck, and we were on Southwest, and she's old enough now that she can't, like, we can't board early because that's 7, and so all there were middle seats, and there were none next to each other. So on the way back, we tried to, like, book it, and we got 2 aisle seats right next to each other, and that was actually really good.
Right. Douglas likes the window seat. But on the long flights, he recognizes that aisle seats are better.
Yeah.
And
no, you can sleep on a window.
You can sleep on a window.
I can't sleep on planes.
Oh, I can fall asleep anywhere.
I can't sleep on planes unless I'm heavily drugged or drunk as a skunk. It just does not work. I've never been able to sleep on a plane. So that'll be, again, it's flying with him sucks.
Though I like being on the aisle because I get all paranoid. Like, I don't have any issues with clotting, but I still, like, am paranoid about it. So I like to get up and walk regularly. So it's good to have an aisle.
Yeah. And I keep telling him, like, we can always splurge and, you know, upgrade to fancier class. And he's just like, no. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Then you don't
Stupid
bitch.
games, stupid prices.
Right.
But he doesn't require the travel to stay baseline happy like you and I do. You know what I mean?
And he was a little cranky about it. He's a little salty about this trip because technically I promised no overseas crossing ocean trips for
Why?
Okay, but it's been 18 months since you went. Well, I guess we went to
Cancun
Mexico
didn't
last
count.
year. Yeah, because
Mexico
Cancun
didn't
doesn't count.
Well, because I might have done 2 trips.
It's not a different continent.
Yeah. I might have done 2 Europe trips within like 8 months of each other. And he was really cranky about that.
But it's been like 18 months since.
But the international flights have
No,
the
it's been
best
2
food
year
and drink.
It's been about 2 years since our last
International
year.
It's been about
flights
2
always
years.
have good food.
Yeah.
Oh, we were flying back up from our last Europe trip and we were on Delta. And the flight got really delayed, and that was a whole ordeal. But he was super excited because the booze they had on the Delta flight were the baby bottles of some really good top shelf
Yeah.
Oh,
stuff.
I gotta say, I had a lot better on like Air France or Air Korea. Like, oh man, the food on like the Korean flight, like had some really
Asian-
good bibimbap and
Oh,
The
I'm
Asian,
sure.
food on Asian flights to
Yes.
Asia tend to be good.
and everybody's beautiful.
And
Just
the
saying.
booze was really good
The
on
booze
the
was
flights from
good.
Europe because it's Europe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they just like serve wine. Jordan's like, we get wine? I'm like, yeah, we're
Yes.
flying to Europe.
Yeah, it's not Cazadores on the Southwest flight, and we're
No.
like pinching our noses while we drink our margaritas on our way down. I think that's where some of my burnout is coming from because I very intentionally did not plan a trip this year because I'm trying to save money, but I'm also at the same time kind of like, maybe I shouldn't have done this to myself and figured out a...
My recent trip was not relaxing. Not that our travel normally isn't relaxing. It's more adventurous, I guess, and sightseeing. But this was not a relaxation trip. So we saw family.
Yeah.
I need the ocean every year to recharge.
There was no ocean. I was in the desert.
Yeah, no.
It was very desert.
And that's the thing.
There was sand though.
Yes.
Does that count?
I need the ocean to recharge every year, and so Douglas knows this, and so he, like, as much as he complains, like, he goes along with it because he knows I need to recharge, and it's like, this is the longest I've gone without the ocean. And so I'm slightly losing my mind. But the trip is coming up, and I'm super excited.
It's soon. It'll be here before
Yes.
we know it.
It's a good margarita. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I will see about bringing shit back this year for people. Well, because we're going to Morocco. We're going to
I
Casablanca.
know. I'm so
That's
jealous.
right. Oh my gosh.
And we're going to Ibiza, but we're not club people, so.
Oh
Yeah.
But you're there.
But it's so
Might as well
beautiful.
try it.
Well, what we're going to do is we've got 2 excursions booked. We got an evening excursion the night for that night because it's an overnight to like 2-day in Ibiza, and so we've got like a kind of sunset nightlife kind of sort of thing that's not like nightclub. That's more
Yeah.
our vibe, and then we've got a morning like beach thing.
Mr. Laurel never takes me that fun stuff.
No.
We went to Paris. He didn't want to take me to Moulin Rouge. We went, I went to see Ladyboys when we were in Bangkok. But no, we're all prudish when I'm around. Not in general. What the hell?
Well, so does he?
I have the same, well, not as the Ladyboys, but as the Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
Well, so Douglas doesn't actually plan any of that shit. He just goes along with it.
Yeah.
And we've agreed that that's how it goes.
I'm
because
normally the planner too.
He's a homebody. Like, he's not... Look, love him to pieces, but he's vanilla as fuck. Let's be...
Yeah, but like I said, he doesn't need...
People can be vanilla in some areas and, like, adventurous in others.
Fair, but...
Fair, but
still.
he just doesn't need the travel, right?
No.
He just doesn't need to go
It
and
doesn't
do a
fuel
thing,
him.
I love the travel.
you know, once a year like
I
we do.
propose we do a girls' trip.
One of these days we will.
Even if it's just a road trip somewhere.
It'd be fun.
Because Claire and I talked about it briefly, about doing a road trip to Austin.
We did. We were almost going to do a trip last year, and the timing just never worked out. And this year's
I'd
just...
like to see Austin. Having said that,
Well, and we can take the Tesla down.
silly reason to go to certain places, but I want to go to that lip lab place where you can make your own lipsticks, and the closest ones, well, they're all over the country. So anyway, but there's some fun ones. Like I bet they have some in Texas. There's New York, Chicago,
LA has one.
LA, Vegas.
I mean,
So
part of why we thought about going to Austin is Jensen Ackles has a brewery there. But he's moved to New England for the time being because of filming.
Yeah, but the brewery is still there.
But if he's not there,
I know, right?
It's not the same.
Yeah, because he used to randomly show up.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But anyway, we'll probably still go. We can plan a girls' trip.
Yes.
Make it, instead of a girls' night, do a quick, like, girls' trip. Hell, we can rent out an Airbnb nearby somewhere and just do overnight girls' thing.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a place I could go for a weekend.
Yeah.
But it has to be, like, super on the cheap.
Yeah.
Super on the cheap this year. I was thinking about just flying out and seeing my sister and crashing with her for a couple days in Denver. They have a spare bedroom. But anyway.
I was
somewhere where we don't have to deal with other people. Maybe.
I was thinking about going out to LA before we left for a trip, but then my crazy ass father is like, "Oh no, I'm coming to go see you."
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yes, because it's his way of traveling without leaving the country.
Yeah, but he could still definitely.
I might still get a phone call and be like, "I'm going."
He's just randomly booking a trip to somewhere.
Yes.
And then just flying back here.
But yeah, what else? Oh no. I haven't been doing much reading, let's be honest.
Oh, I did a ton of reading lately, and then the last, week and a half, I just completely stopped. I was reading nonstop. So, Mr. Laurel was out of town, and I was hanging out with little Laurel, and she was doing her thing on her iPad, and I, playing, and we were at the pool, and we did all this stuff. So, and then when we went to see the fam, my in-laws, we were kind of hanging around the house a lot
because it's fucking hot.
It was hot, and Mr. Laurel was there to help his dad, and he was having some health issues and this and that. So I've been Claire started throwing a glass, so I was like, well, I need to start throwing a glass. So I finished the third book, which is really the second book, and then I read the fourth one because I did the Assassin's Blade first and then went on. So we decided that we're both on the same book now.
We are both on the same book. Yeah, we're both on Queen of Shadows.
Queen of Shadows. Okay, so we're on Queen of Shadows, and then the next one is the tandem read one.
I'm not going to tandem. I don't have the emotional capacity.
I'm trying to decide. I have a friend that has them all. Even though I bought the whole book set, she has them all tabbed out. So I'm considering that.
I kind of want to read them the way they're written first.
Okay.
And then go back and try to do a tandem read, because,
that way you've read it?
Yeah, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I'm going to look into it again, because I was glad I read Assassin's Blade first. And some people say, oh, just read it in the order they're published, but that, to me, is a prequel, because those things happen before the main story. And I was glad I read that.
And I didn't read Assassin's Blade, but I don't feel like I needed it that bad. I mean, it might have given me some context that I don't have yet, but I don't feel like
They refer to things that happen in Assassin's Blade. Is it integral to the story so far?
No.
I haven't found that it is.
Yeah.
But the things that they talk about, it's like, oh, yeah, that's a throwback.
Yes.
I've read none of those.
Yeah.
But we finally, we did it in steps. It was like Akatar. I read it, and then she read it, and then you read it, and then we talked about it.
Honestly, if I start, it's entirely possible I'll take a weekend and finish everything.
So you need to wait till we're done.
And
when we're on the last book, then you can start them.
That might be.
Because I also have Crescent City, and I have yet to start. Look, I haven't read anything. I was telling Claire a while back, I was randomly rereading a fanfic that was 500,000 words. And losing my shit because it took too damn long for me to finish it. And she's laughing her ass off at me because I'm complaining my brain is not working. It's taking me too long to read this stupid thing.
Yeah, you're reading like a normal human.
It was driving me crazy.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why is it taking? I mean, to be fair, I was slightly getting distracted, messing with shit on my phone and doing other stuff. Sure. Because my brain just decided to stop functioning properly. And then, I've been sidetracked a lot. I've been playing... Okay, look, I don't play video games. I've been playing Dreamlight Valley. It's a Disney game. It's silly, and it's like Animal Crossing, but a little bit more advanced with puzzles and stuff that aren't really complicated. So it's really low stress. and it's kind of silly. And so I've just been playing with that, and then occasionally reading random fanfic and trying to read a book. Like, seriously, today is the first time I've actually finished a book, and it didn't even start at the beginning of the book. I started at, like, chapter 8, because it's a book I've reread.
Yeah.
Well, I've gotten bogged up because I normally really try to stay on my, like, schedule, but this summer's been crazy, and so, like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna read the books for us, but then my job to myself was read the whole Throne of Glass series, but then I have a workbook group, and then I have, like, a community group that I ended up in that ends up being, it was kind of more of a mom group. So for those of you that are accidentally in more than one book group, this was my first book group, and then I got roped into the other two. And I'm thrilled because I get to be social with those people, and we pick out completely different books than this group does.
Good.
Because, my other group, so I told them about us. And then I told them about our chili spices, and I was like, this book has a disturbing lack of dick. And they are, like, totally amused, horrified, and everything else all at the same time. They're like, we have to say that. I was like, well, that's what my book group...
I mean, to be fair, it's all about smut, but sometimes you need a break from all the fucking smut.
But, okay, so we haven't talked about it yet, but before I got on Throne of Glass, I read the Core of the Vampire Queen, and we talked about it, and then I read The Kiss of the Basilisk. So I needed a break, and unfortunately, Throne of Glass really is a break, because there is no smut in the whole damn thing.
But
so
it's
far.
also YA.
Okay, fine, but
it is not. So like the Throne of Glass.
I went
books,
from like all like 24/7 smut to like none.
Yeah,
it's not okay. Like I just want a nice in between, honestly.
Yeah, the Throne of Glass books are written.
The Basilisk was like it's
very...
almost to the point where you want to just skip over the sex scenes. Well, you're like, there's so many.
The one I read today is not on Kindle Unlimited, so it's one I bought, but it's it's an author I like. So Melissa Foster, she's mid-range spicy. So it's definitely like, there's a lot of references to cocks, but not a lot of references to the lady bits except for like boobs. And like veiled references to like the pussy. Huh. Like, you know what, like they talk about sex and there is sex. And then she goes into some detail, but it's very explicit on the guy's side of, like, anatomy, and not as much on the female side.
You think it's written... It's written by a woman?
Yes, it's written by a woman. And I think it's just because it does. Like, it talks about boobs a lot. Mm. But it doesn't go to, like, the lower half of the anatomy.
Is it first person, or is it...
No. And then, it talks about, like, his fingers inside her, but that's, like, it doesn't, like, go more than a lot of that. Like, it does, like, the clit isn't mentioned, and, like,
well, that's not good. Why would a woman not mention that?
At least I don't remember, granted.
I don't need my boobs mentioned, like, oh, great.
I fast skimmed Reddit, so I can't remember everything, but,
as a woman, I don't need you saying, oh, she sucked on her boobs. Great, great, great.
So what
like,
I loved...
Like, doing my clit. I don't know.
What I loved about this, though, what I enjoy, is because it's a mildly spicy, medium spicy. Like, kind of spicy, but not quite spicy. So, like, 2 or 3 chili peppers.
That's good.
But it's the Dark Knights at Bayside, so it's called The Wicked. And it's about a motorcycle club. Now, not the morally, horribly gray motorcycle club that you think, like, it's not Sons of Anarchy.
Kind of
it's not horrible.
People,
no. These are doctors and cops and, like, artists.
Yeah.
Who are big, burly, look like bad boys, but what they do is they go and break up dogfighting rings and protect abusive women. And, like, these are, like, those the military-based, like, motorcycle clubs that are really protectors.
Okay. But it's like a casual motorcycle club. Like, they're not, like...
They've got patches and cuts and stuff. They have all of that.
Yeah, but it's like...
they're not, like, drug runners. These are the good boys.
Extracurricular.
Kind of. But, like, they have weekly meetings and stuff. But,
but that's what I mean. Like, it's extracurricular rather than, like, a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's like a fraternity.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, for grown-ups. But but they're still kind of, like, they're not great. Like, they're big, burly, and like, kind of bad.
Yeah.
Bad with a reason kind of thing. Sort of. I don't know. It's not... It's hard to describe this because it's not a morally gray, dark romance at all. And in the first book, the guy fell for the girl a year and a half before the story takes place.
That can be nice.
Yeah.
And, like, is wooing the shit out of her. Like, it's really cute.
I like a good woo.
Like, and what's I really like about it is the main character has an online romance book club.
Huh.
And then they try to get together for people who are local to them for theme book club nights, where it's like if there's a luau theme, they'll try to decorate for a luau, and it changes locations based on who wants to host it, and so it's super cute.
That does sound fun.
It's fun and it's cute, but there's also just for the first book, for these books, there is a trigger warning because there's always some conflict. So like, different versions of an abusive childhood. She had a narcissistic mother. He had a father who murdered somebody, and mom committed suicide. She gets sexually assaulted, but not like, it's more like harassment assault kind of deal-ish.
Okay.
And the guy doesn't get anywhere, and she beans him with a stapler in the head.
Nice.
But then her guy loses it and, like, punches him out and gets arrested, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But, like, and it resolves itself really cutely, and there are dogs in the story that play. Like, they ended up adopting a dog that the guy rescues from the dogfighting ring that follows him everywhere.
Oh, gosh.
That's missing an eye from the dogfighting ring. And then they adopt, like, a 10-year-old Mastiff. And so, like, and get engaged and stuff. But it's a fun, cute read. That's like mid-range, so it's a nice break from the really spicy, unhinged, crazy smut. But it's also spicy enough that you're like, okay.
Yeah, I think I swung too far.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to escape in my mind, so I went with all the smut.
I don't know how you picked The Kiss the Basilisk, because that one is like infamously
Ooh, I read the whole thing.
really wild. Really wild.
Well,
oh my god.
One of our other friends sent an image of something that she saw at a store or something and thought we would thought of us. And it is called it's Fantasy and Science Fiction Book Discussion Group that she saw. And the book that she saw was Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Oh yes, I've seen that
the cover.
one.
I've seen people talk about. I've seen people talk about
with
that.
the Minotaur, and I'm just
with
like,
the Minotaur, and
monster.
they're
like you've got to.
It is exactly what you
apparently, it's like you milk them for their semen.
Yes.
Yes.
I have heard people talk about this.
So we do plan on at some point reading some of these monster ones, like Kiss of the Basilisk. Maybe we'll read it and cover it.
Yeah.
That are like more out there, and we'll cover it, and maybe we'll have some of our friends guest on.
Yeah,
this.
we're gonna do like a cryptid monster fucking episode somewhere in here. The plan was to do it this year, but we have to go on hiatus.
Yeah, we need a peeps. We need a break.
There's just entirely too much going on between now and the end of the year. Like,
making my eye twitch just thinking about it.
Yeah, no, yes. I know.
Yes.
I know. Like
we all have things. Like, yes, I have less things, but the things I do have involve extensive travel.
Yeah. Yeah, and my things are just life.
And
things. And it's just gonna hit really hard.
Yeah.
Probably in November. Like, I got a lot of family stuff at the beginning of November, and then I gotta start packing up because I'm not renewing my lease and I'm moving out for the first time in, like, I've been in this apartment almost 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Now, almost 5 or 6 years, something like that. So, like,
you've accumulated.
First time in a long time, and, like, I've accumulated stuff, and it's a temporary move. It's like I'm moving somewhere temporarily for a little while before I, like, try to buy a house and land into, like, a real place. So, like, there's just a lot of logistics that are going to go into it, and it's just going to eat. Yes. It's going to absolutely eat my fall. So, but, and, like, in the meantime,
and we've got the holidays.
And we've got the holidays, and, like, life has just been crazy. I have got two family members getting married this year. One has already happened, the other one happens later this year, so it's, like, all of the shit that goes with that, too,
and we've talked about the first wedding, because that was the day we were all other tired.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, like, it's just, like, this year's just a lot.
And, like, little Laurel's got crazy activities going on.
Right now she has something Monday through Friday. And,
oh my
I
gosh.
have a feeling like in different seasons there's going to be multiple things on certain days. But right now there's something every day Monday.
Oh my
through Friday.
goodness. Yeah. That's a lot.
See, people give me shit for saying little Laurel is feral, but my niece is feral.
Yeah.
But in the
Yeah.
best way possible.
Yes.
Not like feral, like wild child. No, she's feral in that we don't have to worry about her being able to take care of herself.
She will stand up for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And her friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we love that about her.
Yeah.
She is as feral as I... Actually, she's not as bad as I was. I'm going to give her that. I was horrible. I'm okay with that. Although, if I can get her out of those goddamn Crocs...
She's a strong woman.
Yeah.
She's not going to let me, but I'm going to try.
So yeah, needless to say, life has been a little wild.
We got to get her into heels.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
if her shoe size gets close to mine when she gets older, and the minute I kick the bucket, someone's getting my fancy heels.
May she wear the same size.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's the only... I don't have any other... And no one else wears my shoe size
Nope.
in our group.
Nope. We're half size off.
Yeah, we are.
Because I've offered her...
Right.
I'm a half size off in heels. I'm a different size in heels than I am in regular shoes.
Is that normal?
It
Yeah.
can be for some people.
I don't know.
But, like, because otherwise, she's got her fancy family wedding, and I was like, do you want to borrow a mink coat and other stuff to...
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I don't wear them. I haven't been worn in years. The last time I wore it, I was
7.5.
I was in high school.
I don't know. I have one of my grandma's and I wear it some.
I have two.
I think I wore it at New Year's when we all went.
Yeah.
Last time.
Yeah.
I just got them
Oh.
from my dad.
Oh, okay.
From mom, because they were moms and
Uh-huh.
grandmas,
Yeah.
and neither one of us are like, I don't know. I don't really wear fur.
Yeah.
Well, everybody has their opinions on that, but
Look,
yes,
they're
yes,
already
please.
dead,
Yeah.
and I did not buy them. They
Yeah.
gave it to me.
Yeah.
I would totally wear them because I love it, and I feel like it's very natural.
I mean, they're
And
nice.
they're like you said, they're already dead. You did not buy them.
I didn't buy them. I didn't.
And you, what are you gonna
support-
do? Waste that? No.
It's like the whole thing about eating certain stuff. Like, I get it, you know, I had an ex who gave me shit for eating Chilean sea bass. So I'm like, okay, you do realize they're already dead in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Like, I understand the overfishing. But
Oh yes, but
and it, yeah, maybe I won't buy it myself when I'm
Mhm.
cooking, but they're dead in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know. I'm just me. Eating a omnivorous diet is natural for humans, and I think it should be done humanely and all that. But you
Also,
know,
food.
food. Plants are living things too,
Yes.
and apparently they feel pain from what I've been reading.
Dude,
So.
if vegans found that out, they might all freak out. But no, look, each their own. But
Everybody has their own stuff. That's fine.
I'm not going to go out of this life miserable and not eating all the things I want. I'm just...
Yeah.
Life's too short and shit's on fire.
So basically, you do you.
Yes.
Yes.
And Claire said she was reading Quicksilver the last time I talked.
I've been attempting to read Quicksilver.
I really enjoyed that.
I don't know how
We can
I.
all talk about it.
I
when
don't
we
know
feel
how I feel about it. Like it feels like
where
I'm
are
at
you
like
really early
80.
on?
No, I'm almost done. I'm like 85% done.
Oh, okay. I enjoyed
Like
it.
they're trying to do all the research to figure out if they can save Everlane. That's
Okay.
where I'm at.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like I don't
I
hate
haven't
it.
read it, so...
I don't hate it and I don't love it. It feels like it
I
has.
got a hard copy book.
Girl, I still have the other hard copy books you
Yeah.
let me borrow that I have yet to
Okay.
read. Because I
Okay.
have read nothing.
Yeah.
My brain has decided, fuck you on reading, and this is really putting a, like, massive roadblock in the whole try to read 400 books this year, because
I
I've
think
read,
everybody
like,
goes
80
through
books.
like phases, like roller coaster, like up and down.
Like, I'm freaking out about not being able to meet my 400 goal for the year, but this is me we're talking about, and the minute I start reading
But
again...
see, that's another difference in us. Like, I have a goal. I don't even remember what my goal is, and I don't obviously worry about it because I have no clue what it is. I
Yeah.
don't give a damn.
Mine's 400.
Well, that's why.
But
Because who's going to reach your 400 goal but you?
Oh no, see, I'm at 88 out of 400 books.
Oh my.
With 143 books left, 143 days left in the year. And now normally I would freak out, and I have been freaking out, but then I realize this is me we're talking about.
Well, don't put so much pressure on yourself. That's more than a book a day.
I read...
I realize you read fast, but...
I can probably get through 3 or 4 in a day, depending on the book.
Be gentle with
Well, it's time
yourself,
for that,
basically.
And there's a lot of, like, new books that I've bought that I haven't read yet. That I, like, in series that I like to read, like...
Yeah, I made my goal for 30.
Yeah,
And I
I
haven't
feel
even
like...
put them all on there yet, and I'm already at 25.
Because, like, so
Nalani Singh.
Sings. The Archangel has a new book that I haven't read yet. J.D. Robb has, like, multiple books out now that I haven't read yet. I still haven't read the Kushiel series from Jocelyn's Perspective book that I bought, like, way at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
I have all the Crescent City books. I haven't read Onyx Storm yet, even though I know how it ends.
Confusingly. That is how it ends.
I have all of my Laurel K. Hamilton books.
It's a fucking head scratcher.
Like, the last time I read my Laurel K. Hamilton book was book 22. They're out to books like 30, and I haven't read any of those yet. So, like, oh no, wait, no, I did read. No, I read up to book 26, never mind. But, like, I have all of these books in my TBR list that I've bought and read. I have the Discovery of Witches book that I haven't the newest one that I haven't read, that's supposed to be, like, 5 years later when her twins are, like, actual walking, talking, speaking children that can feed themselves. So, I have a lot, but my brain has been not
and I think I've been fighting a little bit of, like, romance book burnout, too. Like, I have mixed feelings about Quicksilver because it, like, has no plot.
Is it just smut?
It's it's not just smut. Like,
there's a lot of political.
There's things happening and it's political, but it's, like, a lot of, like, and maybe because it's in first person.
Oh.
Right? Like, it's a lot of just... And she's always, like, getting left behind because he's very protective, right? So it's, like, a lot of just, like, she's just standing around in a forge doing things, right? And then they have sex, and then she stands around in a forge and does some more things, and then they have some more sex.
So the protectiveness that you mentioned about the Quicksilver book, that's the one thing about Melissa Foster's books, this series, the Wicked series that I, like, restarted from the beginning again, is that the men are very, very protective.
Yes.
But the women are like, oh, hell no, don't be a Neanderthal trying to overprotect me. I can handle myself.
Yes.
Like, I'll take your protection to a degree. But the minute you step over that, I'm going to call your shit out for it.
Yeah.
And, like, that's what I love.
Yeah.
Women who actually, you know, womening.
Yes.
That are be like, fuck you, I don't want it. No milk toast, no damsels in distress.
And I would say Ceres is like that, but, like, like I said, there's a lot of just, like... She does something for a while, and then she goes over here and does a thing, and then she goes over there and does a thing, and there's really just, like, kind of, like, there's, like, a little bit of politics in between, a little bit of action in between.
And then more fucking.
But, and there's a little bit of fucking, but it's like a slow burn.
Oh, God.
It's a really slow burn.
With the fuck... Okay, then no, thank you.
The fucking didn't start until, like, a solid halfway through, 40% of the way through, which doesn't bother me, right? But, like, I think I've been fighting a little burnout, because I'm trying to get through the Brandon Sanderson series, because the 5th book in the Stormlight Archive came out, and... I've been waiting for it to come out in paperback, and I'm, like, almost at the point where I'm just gonna spend the $50 and buy them on fucking Kindle Unlimited and just try to slog through them that way, because, like, I'm tired of, like... I'm starting the third book. I'm about to start. I think it's Oathbringer. But it's been a nice, like, change of pace to just not read...
Smut.
Plotless smut.
Look, we love the plotless smut.
I love plotless smut.
But sometimes you need a break from the plotless smut.
I need to read something else.
That's why I'm reading the Corona Glass series.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm working my way back to reading in general.
Yes.
And, like, I think part of it, too, is so the way with Kindle tracking, it only tracks new books. It doesn't track rereads.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, and so, like, you've definitely read a lot of books this year, but they may have been rereads.
A lot of them are. And, like, you can...
How do you track rereads? Because, like,
So you have to go through into the settings. So what I do is I go into the book and go back to the very beginning. So I get... When the book is open, so, like, I'll take...
All the way back to the title screen or whatever.
To the main page. So let's say... I'll do the next Wicked book. right? I'll go to the Wicked book, and it's read, and it's like at chapter fucking 20 or something. I'll go back to, like, the beginning, and then make sure, like, that's where I'm at. And then
27 to 30 books.
And then once I'm at I'll exit out of it, and then I will reset it to change the details to mark as unread.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it retracts it, but that's a pain in the ass, and, like, I don't want it to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Because, like, the whole point is to read new books, not old books. But like
sometimes it's comforting to read an old book. Like watching favorite movies.
Yes, and so there have been a lot of rereads, so so it's not tracking. So Kindle doesn't track old rereads.
Yes.
I have 143 days to read 3 books to reach my goal. I think I'm good.
I have to read all of the books.
Well, yeah.
I didn't even set a goal this year. I was just like,
I will exceed my goal.
I don't know, 2025 didn't look so great.
What was your
2026 isn't looking great either. Just to read more. I mean, really, like, my whole goal kind of this year was to just, like...
I just upped mine by a few from last year, because I exceeded my goal last year, and I was like, oh, I could read just a little more.
That's what I did. My goal last year was 300, and I got almost to 400, so I was like, okay, let's set this goal for 400.
Yeah.
And I've read barely 100.
But, like, 2025 has been just an unmitigated shit show.
Yes.
Well... Look how we started.
You know what I mean? Like, it has just been a shit show. So, like, I'm trying to be really gentle with myself with, like, all of this, right?
Yes.
Like, with the burnout and with the, just, like, going back to the comfort reading and watching K-pop Demon Hunter 73 times instead of, like, actually watching a legitimate movie.
I haven't made it all the way through.
I've lost count.
Little Laurel and I
mildly
started it, and I know all the songs, but I haven't made it through.
I'm mildly obsessed with that movie.
I have watched Phineas and Ferb so many times that I now fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
And Douglas knows the theme song.
Yeah.
And
so that's your rewatch thing?
Well, there's that. Depending on my mood, I'll have Lord of the Rings on sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes Harry Potter. Depends. Big Bang Theory, but Douglas absolutely hates that, so I don't do it as much.
I like Big Bang Theory.
It drives them up the wall. I used to watch it with my family. It drives them so much up the wall that I try to be cognizant of that and not watch it all the time. Aww. Hell's Kitchen are the big rewatches. Sometimes Grey's, but only up until like season 10.
See, I rewatched the whole thing this last year, so I'm not doing that. But I did start Sex and the City over from the beginning. And
so here's what's hard for me. I adore Sex and the City.
Well, yeah.
However, it does not hold up in the current day and age.
Okay.
Like let's be real.
Oh, 100%.
It does not hold on. But the shoes. Goddamn the shoes.
Having said that, my other ones are even less mine are more period, like Sense and Sensibility. Always Pride and Prejudice. Yes, the Sir Larry version, but also the Colin Firth version. Never the Keira Knightley version. And I love Keira Knightley. But yeah. And I watch a lot of Great British Baking Show.
Oh yeah, yes. No, I love the Great British Bake Off. It's so soothing.
It is, and I like the new ones, but my favorite ones are the old ones because I like the old gal. Mary Berry. I love Mary Berry. Yes.
Hollywood.
Yes.
And the two original.
Too, but the original one, the comedians.
Although Noel is funny. I like Noel.
Yeah, he's funny.
I love Noel Felding. He's hilarious.
But so those are those are comfort things that I'll go back to. Of all the things that are comfort shows for me, The Meg and The Meg 2.
Which is hilarious.
Look, my favorite thing, it makes me laugh every time without fail, is in Mandarin, shark is saru, which direct translation is killfish. And it makes me giggle every time they mention it in the movie. Because they're screaming frantically, killfish, killfish, killfish. And it's just like...
Yes. Obviously.
Her head's exploding.
I will not tell you the amount of times I've rewatched when I first had it for the first however long it was. The amount of times I rewatched the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, that was a good one. I watched that one several times when it came out on streaming.
Yeah, I have it and I would play it on a loop constantly.
I've only watched Bridgerton all the way through 3 times this summer, so. Bridgerton is my thing.
Oh, Bridgerton's great.
I love watching it and rewatching it.
Yes.
Got a little spice. Got some good people to look at. It's got fun music.
Look,
I love the music.
It's pretty damn spicy for Regency.
Yeah.
And Renee Jean Page's ass.
Oh,
Yes.
all of him.
Yes, but his ass.
Yes, his ass in particular.
His bubble butt. Oh.
We're all thinking about it now.
We're all thinking about Roger.
Sorry,
Sorry,
his ass is real pretty.
we're all having a moment for Roger Jean Page's ass here. That's Alicia Simpson.
Hey, look, we all love that man. He's a beautiful, beautiful man.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do love a good corset.
But my problem is that I've been trying to read more, and I'm trying to read more like on my Kindle, because I have a lot of like physical copies of books. I've been trying to read more on my Kindle. My problem is I keep fucking falling asleep.
Oh. Yeah, because you
reading
have your,
my Kindle.
Well, so we both have the arm with the page turner setups.
Yes.
I bought that page turner when you told me, and I still can't get it to work most of the time. So now it's died.
Is it charged?
I need to
You need to
recharge
charge
it,
it.
but I can never
You
get it
have
to work
to position
consistently.
it properly
Yeah.
on the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a minute.
There's a sweet spot
Mm-hmm.
for
So
it.
I
Mine
do like
works
that
great.
at night, but that's the only time I try to use it is at night.
So that's why you don't have the issue where you fall asleep during it. See, I don't take that pillow set up to bed with me because we have 2 dogs that like to sleep in bed with us, and I have Douglas.
Okay.
And so I read on my iPad mini. This motherfucker is heavy.
Oh, I used to always read on my iPad mini.
Yes.
The amount of times I have dropped this shit on my face and woken myself up
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
is not even funny. And so I don't fall asleep. But also, I don't fall asleep reading a book.
You need to get one of those arms that you like clean
Well,
to your
I-
bed frame.
I don't.
That'd be fun. But
It's very rare that, and usually when I'm falling asleep with it on and it landing on me, I'm not actually reading a book. I have something else happening that I'm just like dozing and just plunk. Because if I'm reading, I don't sleep.
Oh.
see, I don't really sleep during movies or reading. Like, I get tired, and then I can tell I'm getting tired, because I'm like, oh, I just read that, and I don't know what happened. Now it's time to go to bed.
No,
But to keep other people from being like, it's bright, then I can't have a light on, so I can't read my hard copy book, so I go to the Kindle.
Yeah.
But then I end up having to buy the hard copy and the Kindle, and then that's where I ended up with those Kiss of the Basilisk and those ones, because I was like, well, I can have that on Kindle Unlimited, but I don't like reading 2 books at a time. But I had like my normal book, and then I had my spicy book at night.
Yes.
On the Kindle.
See, for me,
I was like, there's not that much plot anyway.
so, well, here's the thing for me with that. I get the Kindle book first.
Yeah.
Usually because it releases at midnight and I get it on my devices immediately. And
Okay.
then if I decide I like it and it's something I want, I will get a hard copy. So, like, the great example is the Discovery of Witches series.
Mm-hmm.
I first got them on Kindle. I was like, okay, these sound interesting. Let me take a look and read them. And I fell in love. So I bought the books.
Well, but if you're going to read the whole series and you like a real book, getting the whole series is a thing. But if it's like a one-and-done book and it's some fluff or some smut and you're never going to read it again, just get it on the Kindle. Because what am I going to do? I mean, all I do is take it to half price.
If
books.
it's
or
like,
I pass it to you guys.
if it's like on sale on Kindle Unlimited, I can get it for like $6 or $7. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
I'll buy
I'll buy both of them.
I'll buy a rando book for like $5 on Kindle if I can get it on sale.
But that's the beautiful thing about a lot of these, like Kiss of the Basilisk, Unhinged, like Quicksilver.
Those
and stuff.
ones
Like,
are
those are on
unlimited.
unlimited.
They
But you
are.
don't have to, and that's what I do until.
I don't have to pay for them separately. I am paying for
Yes.
Kindle Unlimited.
Yes, but you get so many books.
Yes.
And it's great for like readers
For those
like
sorts
us.
of
So a lot of what I've been reading has been Kindle Unlimited. Like, what
But-
I've been reading has been Kindle Unlimited, right?
And I keep telling you guys about the Sin and Chocolate series. That I read the entire series on Kindle Unlimited first,
Yes.
and then I thought it's spicy as hell, but there's a great. It's got plot.
yes.
It's actually got a plot, and it started with it's like a Guild Hunter series where like it starts with a love story, but there's a plot that ties.
yeah.
It's a beautiful. It's great. I bought these books, even though they were available on Kindle Unlimited, because I was like, it eats up your 20 book limit. So I was like,
Yeah.
fuck this. I love these books.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna buy them.
But I've got books that like are favorites of mine that are like light reads that I like to read when I'm traveling, and those I've rebought on my Kindle.
I get
that's a
everything
good
on Kindle
idea.
first.
The ones I used to reread I really enjoyed those Janet Ivanovich.
Those are fun.
The Plum novels.
Stephanie Plum,
I love
yes.
those, and they're always hilarious. I don't mind rereading them. I have most of them in a hard copy because it was way before I had a Kindle. But I would totally download a few of those like for a fluff read.
That's what I've done with the Cassie Palmer novels, because I like to read those, just like, because they're just like easy reads, and I've read them before.
J.D. Robb.
Yeah, and they're easy to read on the plane.
I after a certain point, like I started buying the books, but like anything before I bought them, I check them out from the digital library.
Yeah, from Libby.
My big thing again is I read too fast for me to be able to take books with me on trips.
Yeah,
like it's ridiculous. Kindle was the greatest invention for me ever. And I lost track of where I was going with this.
We were talking about buying books on the Kindle.
Yes.
You were talking about...
we'll remember at some point.
Okay.
But, like, books.
Hard copy books.
I love a hard copy.
I love to hold a real book. So that's why sometimes I
go back and
twice.
forth.
But I'm not like a trophy book person. Do I love a beautiful book? Yes, but I'm not like, oh, now I'm gonna buy it and put it on my trophy bookshelf. No, those books I read the book.
If you look at my bookshelf, you'll see some of the books that I love to death. They're falling apart.
Yeah,
like the David Eddings books.
Yes,
that was where I was going. My biggest disappointment is the series with Garion that are 10 books total.
Yes,
only the first 5 are available on Kindle. None of the other Eddings books are available on digital.
That's weird.
Also because they're older books.
Yes, they were published
in the 70s.
And published so they're old, but they're some of my favorite books to reread.
And it's expensive to take a book from a print to a digital format if it's never been in digital before.
And that makes sense. That's the problem with all of the technology we have today is that like there are a lot of books that there aren't going to be that way. You still need print books.
Well, publishers now account for both, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, when you're formatting and laying out a book and you're doing the editorial process, you are laying that book out very specifically and doing your editorial very specifically to gear towards... to accommodate both, right? Because you want to get digital sales and get...
Well, and I think there's something with the estate that with Eddings. I saw something a little bit about it, too.
Where the estate didn't want them.
Where, like, the older ones, like, so the Sparhawks, the 6 books with Sparhawk, and the total of, like, 13, if you can count the Riven Codex.
Yeah.
With the 2 standalones. There's something with those last 7 of the second part, the second series with him, and then the 2 standalone and the Codex. There's something with those specific, because the Elder Gods are available.
Yes.
But I've never read those.
Yes.
But Sparhawk and Garion series, those are like beloved, and like if you look at my bookshelf, they're held together with like tape and hope.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I loved those books. I love those books, and like some of my Nora Roberts books too are like. You open it and like pages will.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so they're beloved favorites.
That was a couple of of the old. I was so disappointed I lost these books. A couple of the old original prints of the Game of Thrones series. I had some original prints of Game of Thrones series, and I had a storage unit flood and I lost them. But they were sort of like that, right? Where it's you opened up Game of Thrones
and you're
to a certain page and 20 pages would fall out of it. Yeah. Taped back in.
Yeah. So that's why I love that there's digital available, because you can go back and reread constantly.
Yeah.
I don't like reading on digital as much. I do it for nighttime reasons and stuff, but I do not enjoy it like I do a real page turn.
But this is so easy to travel with.
It is.
This has been a game changer for traveling because it's just and because I did on my iPad for the longest time, and the iPad weighs 5 pounds.
Look, Claire has traveled with me enough times to know that There's no way I can
This thing is taking a dip in a pool in Mexico.
Also,
there's no way I can.
I still think it's really important.
Physical books.
Like
yes.
if you have children
to read
to read a physical book and have them see you reading, because otherwise, even though they might know it's a Kindle, they might not, but they don't think of it that way. They think of it, well, I'm on my iPad, you're on your iPad. No, I'm reading a book.
I'm not watching videos.
Well, that's why I gave little Laurel Island of the Blue Dolphins.
Yeah,
I got her a physical copy.
A real copy, yes.
I mean, to be fair, there was a reason. So that was all the girl cousins on my dad's side of the family. That book we had, if I could have found the original version that we had, there was a book that was passed from cousin to cousin to cousin.
Yes.
Aww.
And so my older cousin, who's a year older, let her sister, who's 2 years younger, read it first.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, made sense, because that way we didn't have to keep passing it back and forth between families. And then I got it, and it was mine. And I don't know where that is, but I was like, I wish I still had that, because then I would have given it to little Laurel.
Aww.
Instead, I couldn't figure out if it got flooded or something, so I was like, fuck this, I'm buying her own copy. But that was also the same year I gave her boxing gloves, and those were the win.
She liked to punch her dad.
Yeah.
Well, and she was the perfect height.
She's feral.
To punish Dad in
the worst way.
Yeah.
It was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry to Mr. Laurel, but goddamn, that girl is feral and we love her for it.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't quite realize the damage that would do.
No, they have no concept whatsoever.
No, she didn't understand, and she
didn't
just
have balls.
Yeah.
But books. Yeah, we. Little Laurel knows that we're here talking about books. Granted, she doesn't know exactly.
She doesn't know exactly.
Books, but she knows we're talking books.
She doesn't know the content of the books.
Yeah, let's hope that never comes up.
Eventually.
She's older.
Yeah.
Wait, she's older. And she and I have already talked about this. Like, anything that she can't talk with Mom about, she can talk to me about. And then I've already told Mom that I will tell her, within reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That way, she can confide and not feel weird and like, oh my god, Mom. But also, Mom doesn't have to worry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Someone needs to talk to her that actually knows.
Yes. Has experience. Mm-hmm. To some extent.
Wait, how old is she?
9.
Okay. Next year is when the corruption starts. Look, by the time she's done being corrupted and goes off to college, none of that shit that happens at college is going to be any fun for her.
Good.
Because she'll have already done it with Auntie. And Mom and friends. I mean, she's already been around us when we've gotten slosh and wild, so...
Yeah.
It's not unusual, and she can tell it's controlled.
No, but there has
to be a safe, controlled environment.
Yes.
But you also have to learn those controls yourself to some extent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Here's the thing. We'll get her hooked on the bougie booze, so by the time she goes to college, none of the cheap booze will appeal to her.
She's having a very expensive drinking habit by the time she gets to college.
And that way she won't party hard because no one will have the good shit for her.
Fair.
She'll be like, ooh, that's nasty.
Yeah. Ain't drinking that.
And that's how she'll also know if they're worth
your natty life.
if they're worth drinking with, because if they are, they will have something that she can handle.
Look, man, there is a certain amount of rite of passage for drinking a handle of Juarez. Nope. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta drink the shitty shit to appreciate the good shit.
There was a plastic gallon of...
Oh, yeah.
Of tequila.
Oh, yeah.
A plastic gallon, and yeah. Oh, man.
You don't see this, guys, but there's a look of horror on my face.
It was...
Not all of us
It was a very good and a very bad night all in one.
Yeah.
Look, I had a grandfather that didn't know what to do with his grandkid. So I learned how to drink good shit.
See, mine didn't do that. He did teach me how to play poker and blackjack.
It was all in the same summer. Poker, blackjack, chess. Mm-hmm. I learned Hold'em and 5-card. Mm-hmm. And how to drink. And my grandmother also made the best pomegranate liqueur.
Ooh.
Like, from the pomegranates she grew in her own garden.
Ooh, yum.
Like, my grandmother was magic. Because you know how usually the bigger the fruit, the less flavor sometimes? She would grow pomegranates the size of your fucking face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
That were full of fucking flavor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love pomegranate.
I don't know how the fuck she did it. Grandma was a badass. But goddamn, that pomegranate liqueur.
I just got my grandma's brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Nice.
My mom was like, "Do you want anything right now?" I was like, "Snatch."
My grandma, I didn't realize this until I was like 16. We were visiting her with my parents. And I was like, there was a motorcycle going by. I was like, that sounds like a motorcycle. I wonder what it is. My grandma doesn't even look up from whatever the hell she's doing. Or she's in the middle of a conversation with my mom in Mandarin. Turns around and looks at me and is like, that's a Harley. And in English. And then turns back around and keeps talking. I'm like, wait, what? Grandma? She's like, yeah, that's a Harley. I'm like, oh, really? And lo and behold, a Harley pulls up. And then I'm like, you can tell the difference? Yeah. And then like, another motorcycle with a slightly different, like the engines all sound the same to me, right? Grandma's like, no, it's
something different.
And I'm just like in shock that my sweet little Asian grandmother can tell you what motorcycle is coming up by the sound of its goddamn engine.
That's funny.
Yeah, my grandma was a badass. Yay for crazy ass grandparents. I lost this plot. Look, it's been a minute, guys.
It's been a minute, guys.
We're tired. Look out for our blog.
It's been fun, though.
Yes.
That was a good margarita.
It was an excellent margarita.
And we're recording episode hiatus. We are not on book reading hiatus.
No,
we
are
will be
not.
blog posts.
We will be reading. We'll catch you up later.
Or post blog posts.
Yeah.
Because it might be, look, these blog posts might be, this is crazy, read this, to a dissertation. You don't know. As we finish books, we'll post. We won't be posting anything about the Throne of Glass, Sarah J. Maas verse, because we'll probably cover those in episodes.
But we wanted to get some other stuff in since we just did Avatar recently.
Yeah, we will come back to the Sarah J. Maas verse. We'll probably revisit, or at least read one of the Imperium series, because it's a good read. It's a fun read.
I'm the only one that hasn't touched it yet.
But it's not a hard read, and it's something we'll probably cover. So, like, certain things that are super popular on the Book Talk, Bookstagram, all that shit, we probably won't put on our blog, because those are definitely books we'll cover in episodes.
Yes.
Maybe some of the crazy unhinged stuff we'll maybe put on the blog post. Maybe not. Depends on how we feel. I feel like Milking the Minotaur should be on our unhinged episode drop at some point.
Yeah, we don't know how we'll format it. We might even be like, okay, I'll do Kiss the Basilisk. You'll do the Milking Farm. You'll do,
Granted, we have all agreed the three of us will read the Gay Bigfoot Smut at some point.
I guess.
And do an episode. Oh no, we're going to be drunk and all sorts of things when that happens.
Drunk when I read it and when I talk about it.
And we already know for sure that specific episode, we will have guests.
Okay.
We can't promise when that episode will drop.
No. We have to
want to join us, apparently.
Coordinate the guests.
Well, yes, but we have guests that really, 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 really want to participate. So that will come with trigger warnings, and please don't get offended. We have some friends that are very non-PC and will not be politically correct in any way, shape, or form, and slightly offensive.
Less than us, yeah.
So just be aware when that episode drops, we will drop all the warnings and all the other shit. But we're tired, and it's the fall.
Time. Yeah.
The fall is crazy. We've got parents and kids going back to school. We've got
life,
trips, and life. And the end of the year is always crazy. Holidays.
Last year was not this bad, though.
It didn't seem like.
We have like 5 friends in our group that have birthdays in the fall. Mm-hmm. All within like a 45-day period.
Yeah, but that's different than
True, but we always do something. We always do shit
we do.
For our friends.
We do.
And then we have the holidays, and we have it's insanity.
Admittedly, last year didn't go really sideways until like November.
And last year
it was a lot later.
Last year we didn't have a random fall trip to Europe. We didn't have last year was a lot more mellow. This time going into the fall.
I didn't have a move in a wedding that I'm prepping for.
I had a move.
You've got a trip.
Year,
like
it's just crazy. It's time of year.
Did you move in? No, you moved in 2
I
years
moved
ago.
jobs.
You moved jobs, but you didn't move move houses.
Felt like it.
No, but it always feels like it. And like,
but it's not as big as a house move, but a job move is like.
Yeah.
Last
stressful.
year,
There's the physical stuff, but it's
was
the
it
stress,
last year or the year before that I unofficially retired?
Year before last.
I don't even
Was it? I
fucking
thought it was
remember.
like, was it 2?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I take that back. No, it was last
It was
year.
exactly
Because right after we got back from Mexico.
Mm-hmm. I unofficially retired. Was unofficially retired.
Thought it had been longer than that.
I don't know. Time is weird post-COVID days.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I was like, oh, I was really good at that before COVID.
Look, I can tell you what day of the week it is. I cannot tell you the date.
Look, man, the last 5 years have just kind of been one long, weird slog of just like, it can't get worse than this, and somehow there's like a bottom.
Worse.
There is a
this
hole
is the
in rock
weirdest thing
bottom.
that could happen, and then
We're like, we've reached rock bottom, and somehow there's a hole in rock bottom.
Okay, so
Anyway.
my profits came.
Yay!
Okay.
Amazon came through.
Look out for our blog.
Yeah, we'll be blogging.
Anything else that comes up social media wise, we'll try to share everything on our socials or our website. Fuck if I remember whatever the hell else we're talking about. Look, everything's going to shit. We're coping as best we can. We hope our random, unhinged, crazy chaosness
Helps you cope.
Yes.
Because everybody needs someone to talk to.
So, like, listen, subscribe, wherever you do all of that shit. Find us on socials, and cheers, bitches.
Cheers.
Peace
See
out.
you in 2026.
Woo! Woo!